remember on the 7th of March that Britain First held a protest in Derby, and I was arrested along with a Muslim extremist on suspicion of assault. What actually happened is the Muslim extremist running over to us, taking offence that we had the gall and the temerity to march through one of our own town centres. He come over and he was hostile and he was aggressive, and he got literally nose to nose with me, and just as he was about to throw a punch, I pushed him away. We was both arrested on suspicion of assault because the police didn't know what was going on. Now, that happened on the 7th of March. I've been bailed back to appear today at here, Derby police station. I've been re-interviewed by the police officers. Finally, they've managed to cough up some CCTV. But a policeman who was present 30 yards away has actually done a statement that I was the one who assaulted him. But a police officer is saying that I did punch him, and there's no CCTV. There's no CCTV. Unfortunately, it doesn't show with clarity the incident that took place. However, it does give further clues and evidence to back up what my version of events, the truth, what actually happened. And it shows quite clearly that I'm walking at the head of the march, minding my own business, going along, and he literally sprints out of nowhere as fast as he possibly can, just runs straight at me. And it shows that quite clearly, and it also shows that once the security got in between us, it shows that I'm standing quite still. This is the point at which he's claiming that I was headbutting him and laying into him with punches, but it shows quite clearly on the footage that I'm just standing still, and the security are dealing with things. So, but I've been here today. I've been sat in a cell now for 6 hours, and believe it or not, I've been charged. I haven't been charged with assault. I've been charged with, quote, using threatening, abusive, insulting words.
Bury a pig there, we'll see what happens, yeah? We'll see what I bury a pig there.
Part of the Public Order Act. So that's a public order offence. I'm being prosecuted now. Charges now are using insulting and threatening and abusive language. Now, I've also been told that the Muslim himself is also going to be charged with this. But my guess is they're going to try and get me back into court so that they can slap, because it's the second conviction I've had this year. It's going to be a control order, which is the thing they've got now, the mechanism that replaces the former ASBO. You remember at my last trial in January for harassing the Al-Qaeda terrorist in Essex, they tried to put an ASBO on me, which ridiculously restricted my movements, and the judge, to his credit, just threw it out point blank. So I'm here today, and they're prosecuting me now. They're charging me with insulting language and using threatening words. But you know, you've got to ask yourself why they're doing this, and the reason they're doing this is quite simple. I've got here the original bail sheet from when I was first bailed on the 7th of March after our protest. When I was arrested, I was released from here and given a bail sheet, and you can see quite clearly on this, the condition of bail is not to attend any public protest meeting, march, or any other public event linked to Britain First or any other group or organisation. To try and slap that on a political party leader in the run-up to a general election was ridiculous, and I think they realised that because 2 weeks later they dropped it. But the CPS, the state, the police, the authorities are just desperately clutching at straws, trying to shut me down, trying to hinder my ability to be active with Britain First. So there you go. I've been charged with using threatening language. I've got a trial coming up, a court date in early June. There'll be more updates shortly, but that's the latest of what's happened in this unfortunate and ridiculous saga.